Team of the season.
So
What formations you gone?
I went 4-4-2 again. I just went for a full Arsenal 11. No, I didn't really.
You went Ramsdale goal.
I didn't really.
Back. Ramsdale at right back.
There's no Jordan Pickford in it. Right, how do you want to do? Do you want to do how we did the flop and do like one player at a time?
Yeah. Why not? We can argue. We can argue each other's picks then.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on. You went Ramsdale, didn't you?
No, I didn't go Ramsdale. I didn't. No, I didn't go Pickford either. I actually went, and I think people are going to laugh at me in this. I actually went David De Gea. He won the clean sheet. I know he's made a few errors this season, but what keeper don't? I think overall he won. Yeah, he won the Golden Gloves, 17 clean sheets. I don't know who's behind him. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what the next best was, but yeah, I think overall, you know, in that Man United defence changes every week. Don't know who's playing against.
Yeah,
I think he's been a solid goalkeeper for the last 10 years.
I nearly picked him, to be honest. He was very up. Yeah. He was up there on mine, but I went for David Raya.
Yeah, fantastic this season,
and the most saves of a goalkeeper this year.
He has been in my dream team since the start of the season, and he has got me so many points.
Not enough though. Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, because I put him in halfway through the season because he was getting bounced so many points.
Yeah. Yeah, easily could have gone for him, to be fair. Easily.
Yeah.
I did go for him. Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah, he's out of contract
as well.
He's out of contract, I think.
And with De Gea out of contract, they'll probably look at Raya.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Go on, Andrew, what you saying?
I was torn between him and Alisson. I think Alisson's actually been really good this season for Liverpool. I can't think of any mistakes he's made.
Yeah. He has had a good season, considering that Liverpool team has been rubbish.
Yeah, considering Liverpool have been really, really bad. But I think Raya, I didn't know who he was at the start of the season. When you put him in your dream team, I was just like, who? Who's this guy? Does he even start? Yeah. Is he even Brentford's number one? And at the end of the season, I'm like, you know, he could go to a big club.
Well, Arsenal were actually linked with him a couple of years ago when he was in the Championship for Brentford as their like number two.
You might have won the league this year if you had him.
Might have done, yeah. Oh dear. Right, let's move on then. Let's move on.
Yeah, we'll go on to right backs. Baron, who do you have?
I went for Kieran Trippier. I think he's had a solid season. I don't think there's been many better than him. Been quite consistent, scored a few goals. Done a bit of
it hurts, but I've done the same.
Yeah.
We all went.
I couldn't think of anyone else even close. Yeah.
Nah, definitely not. I mean, I could have put Ben White there easily, but I didn't.
Yeah. Left back?
Went for the Brighton guy, Estebinia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. I just think towards the end of the season, he's like been quality, I think. Maybe, you know, at the start, he was sort of quite average, but towards the end of the season, he's scoring goals, getting assists. What more do you want from your left back?
I went for Ake.
Yeah, I thought about Ake.
I think he's been like proper breakout season. He is a centre back
as well, isn't he? Because he is a centre back, really.
And all the teams, I know he was at Chelsea when he didn't really play. He was at Bournemouth. He did play, but he was in a bad team. But like, this is his proper breakout season for him. He's been really good.
Yeah, I also went for Nathan Ake. Same reason, pretty much. He made Saka look average when we played him both times. Well, but in the FA Cup, I remember he was really, really good, Nathan Ake. He's just been really solid. And I think when Pep switched from that, he was trying all these different things at fullback. So you have Rico Lewis there. And as soon as he went to like a Kanji at right back and Ake at left back, like that's it. That's what probably won him the title more than Haaland's goals, because that's what he's stopped them from conceding them more goals.
He's replaced Cancelo as well. Without no one said no. There's been no difference whatsoever. And Cancelo's probably one of the best left/right backs on the planet.
Last year he would have been in all three of our team of the seasons, wouldn't they? Like Cancelo,
easily.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And he's just slotted in and replaced him, no problems. No one's even like, we're missing Cancelo. None of that. Baron, your two centre backs.
Well, I went for John Stones because I like John Stones, basically. I've always rated him, think he's a good player. And I went for William Saliba because I think he has been fantastic this year. And I think it proves that when he got injured, our title challenge did sort of fall apart. So I think it shows how important he was to us as a team. So that's where I went.
Yeah, he has been good. I went for Stones also. But then it pained me again. I had to put Fabian Schär in because I think he's been really good this year.
Yeah.
But it hurts to say, but I had to put him in.
So it's a full house for John Stones. I also went for John Stones. And I went for the other Newcastle defender, Botman.
Botman?
Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle's defence this season have just been, that's what's got them where they've got to. They've been so good defensively. I felt I had to get, but I did think about Saliba. For the first half of the season, I think Saliba gets in.
Yeah. I went with Saliba just because I think how many goals we conceded without him in the team towards the last 10 games of the season. I mean, before that, we conceded the odd goal, but yeah.
Yeah, he was a massive miss for you.
Yeah.
Huge.
It probably cost us the league, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Not having a ready-made replacement to take over.
Yeah, most probably. So I went 3 in midfield. So my first one was Rodri.
Yeah, solid defensive midfielder, isn't he?
Yeah. Probably the best right now in the world in that position.
Yeah, he has been for a couple of years, isn't he, really, to be fair. Well, I obviously went 4-4-2. So I'll go with one of my midfielders. I went with Kevin De Bruyne. Because he has been, again, outrageous.
Yeah.
I don't think you can argue. 17 assists this season. A few goals. Don't know how many goals. 17 assists is big. That's a big number.
It's ridiculous.
Don't know how,
huge.
Yeah. I don't know how many goals he scored, but he obviously scored a few.
Didn't play every game either. He was left out for a while.
That's what I mean.
And he scored. The goals he scored have been huge as well.
Scored against Arsenal,
goals against you lot. Yeah. There's a couple of 1-0s where De Bruyne scored as well. I think it was Leicester. He scored a free kick. It was 1-0 win.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
He's just a special player.
Yeah, one of the greatest Premier League players ever.
Easily.
Well, you'll be glad to know
Andrew,
that I've also got Kevin De Bruyne. I'm surprised I put him in because I put Ginger.
Oh, that surprises me because you don't really like gingers, do you?
Yeah, I thought he was going to pick David Silva.
Yeah,
yeah. Unfortunately, not in the Prem this season. Yeah, you know what? I was actually taught. And hear me out. This is going to be. Obviously went with De Bruyne, so don't come at me too hard. Rodri's the best. Rodri's the best. Rodri's the best. Rodri's the best defensive midfielder in the world, and I 100% agree. And I just wanted to shout out, despite the red cards, Casemiro 15 goals and assists from central defensive midfield this season. When he's not been in the team, I wouldn't have got top 4 without him. Obviously, I'll put De Bruyne in ahead of him, but Casemiro has been so vital this season for United.
Yeah, my second midfielder was Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. And then my other midfielder is Odegaard, which I think we've said why already, haven't we?
Yeah.
How good he was. How good he's been this season.
Yeah, what was the stat I saw the other day? I don't know if it changed after the last week, but he's got the most goals and assists of any midfielder outside of penalties this season.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So yeah, Odegaard's in for me as well.
And then, because I went 4-3-3, my third one was McAllister.
Yeah, do you know what? The central midfielders, you could have had loads, couldn't you? Really? Let's be honest. There's so many. Yeah. You've named Rodri, Casemiro, like say McAllister. You could have had Caicedo in there probably, couldn't you as well? I mean, I think just
Granit Xhaka has had a mental season, but there's so many good midfielders.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Right, so left mid, Baron?
I went with Martinelli because I feel like...
Did you?
Yeah, I feel like he's had a fantastic season. It is quite top-heavy now with Arsenal players, I won't lie, in the midfield. Because, I just think... don't think there's been much better than him. I think he's
Fair enough.
I might be wrong in saying this, but I think he's only one goal. Obviously, it never happened, but he was only one goal away from breaking the Brazilian record of
Brazilian
most
record for the
goals
Premier
in a
League.
season.
Yeah. That's right.
Do you know what I mean? And he's like 20, 21.
Yeah, he's
Sweet,
been good.
Yeah,
I mean, Richarlison ain't going to
outrageous.
beat it whilst he's there. Yeah, so I think it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah. So yeah, Martin
Andrew,
went
who'd you?
So I went a little bit different, right? So I've written 3 names down, and the one. So I thought Martinelli.
Damari Gray.
I also thought of Marcus Rashford. No, you know what? I went for Jacob Ramsey for Villa. He has been phenomenal this season, and I feel like a Villa player should get in this team.
What over Martinelli, who scored like 15 Premier League goals. Matoma scored as many as Rashford scored like 25 goals this season.
I think Jacob Ramsey's been absolutely mental for Villa. I don't think Villa would get where they are.
And you've gone for a bloke that scored like 5 goals.
I've gone for who I thought was the better player.
Fair enough.
Season.
There's no way Jacob Ramsey has been better than Marcus Rashford, Gabriel Martinelli.
Over the season, he's had more influence on his team.
He probably don't make my top 5. He probably don't make my top 10.
Rashford had 4 good games.
I went, so we've all gone different then.
Huh?
We've all gone different.
You've obviously gone for Matoma.
I didn't go for Matoma. No, I didn't. I didn't go for Matoma. I went for Jack Grealish.
He's had a great season. Yeah, he's had a really good season.
I think that second half of the season, a lot more than Jacob Ramsey, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm just going to Google this because we had this conversation about Jack Grealish literally 4 weeks ago.
I don't think.
Well, I was told his stats are shit.
We did before.
Yeah, but then he
they
has
was
come on
at the beginning of the season. That's what I'm saying. The second half of the season, he's been unreal. I saw a stat the other day. He has created more chances than any midfielder by double. I think it's him. He's on about 30-something chances created since the World Cup. And Trent, I think, is the second one, but he's over double, I think.
So he's got 5 goals and 7 assists, Jack Grealish. 5 goals and 7 assists.
And how many has Jacob Ramsey got?
I can have a look, but is that even if he's got more than Jacob Ramsey, you can't come at me and say he didn't get any goals and assists, and then pick someone when you've just said Rashford's got 25 goals, and then pick someone else completely different for the same reason that I picked Jacob Ramsey.
I went for
That's
Martinelli.
not a bad return. When he didn't play big at the beginning of the season.
Martinelli down, to be fair. So Jacob Ramsey got 6 goals and 7 assists. So we got 1 more goal than Grealish, same amount of assists.
Well, there you go.
So Martinelli played 36 games this season. He got 15 goals and 5 assists. That's pretty good going.
That's a pretty good going
from left midfield.
But if we do it like just on goals, then Rashford trumps that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. You could have easily gone Rashford at left mid. But
you can pick any criteria you want for this.
Yeah. But
what
about your right side then?
Saka.
Saka.
Yeah, this was easy.
Damari Gray. Yeah, Saka.
Saka, yeah.
I think, like I said, we spoke about him.
Just,
we know why
speaks for itself. I think that's 2 strikers. Well, you only went for 1 striker, didn't you? But I think the strikers speak for themselves, don't they?
Yeah, well, there's 2.
Just going to throw it out there as well. No one went for Salah, considering he still scored 30 goals this season.
Thought about it. I did think about it, but it was him or Saka, wasn't it?
Yes, I suppose. But yeah, Harry Kane and Haaland I went for. So Harry Kane didn't make your team at all then, did it?
No, I just went Haaland because I had the one up front. But if I had 4-4-2, Kane would have been in there easily, yeah. But I just went for 4-3-3.
Which midfielder would you dropped out of interest?
Probably Rodri.
Yeah.
Have McAllister, Kevin De Bruyne, and then Haaland and Kane.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we're going to stick them on TikTok. See people vote for the best one.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting. To be fair, our teams are quite similar, though, aren't they?
There's not much difference, is there?
I think Andrew's going to lose.
But Jacob Ramsey has better stats than Jack Grealish this season.
Was it? Right, Jacob Ramsey.
Jacob Ramsey. He has better stats.
How many games he played?
Like you said about goals and assists, Jack Grealish has created more than any midfielder? Is it his problem? Is it his fault that the teams are not? His team's not putting in the net.
Does Haaland not score enough goals for you?
So the argument I had with Jack Grealish the other week is that his influence on play and everything, and I was told, oh no, he doesn't score enough goals and gets enough assists for a £100 million player. He's a flop or whatever, which is exactly the same conversation we had the other week, and now you're arguing the other side of it.
No, I'm not. But this is not what I'm saying. If you listen, you said he runs around, he gets free kicks, and he runs into midfield. I'm saying he's created this many chances in this period of time, which if the striker scored, it's an assist. I'm not saying he wins free kicks or penalties. I'm saying he creates this. He's created double the amount of chances. He's created double the amount of chances anyone else. He's created double the amount of chances anyone else since the World Cup. Double.
I still think Martinelli's been better.
Did the season start after the World Cup ended?
How many times did Jack Grealish play before the World Cup started? Not many, because it was Foden.
I'm enjoying this.
We'll see what people think.
This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. I got tons of soul on my true collective ball. Famous, also famous, #1 desirable.